Hey guys, Trevor here. Today I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of dropshipping. So dropshipping is a really cool business model where you can actually sell goods online that you don't have to have in person or ship directly to your customer yourself. You can find suppliers for these products and you can sell the goods online on your own store, on eBay or on Amazon. And when you get an order, you can just have the supplier of the product ship it directly to your customers. So it's a really cool business model to get started with as an entrepreneur because it's a low-cost startup. All you need is to build a website, and if you have some basic internet skills, then you can easily do that. It costs about $29 a month for a Shopify hosting platform, and they have a bunch of free apps that you can plug in, and they have a 14-day free trial, and so you can get a website set up pretty fast and easy. Now, the key here, of course, is you have to understand that you have to have a website set up in order to get dropship suppliers. And that's because dropship suppliers aren't necessarily going to want to sell to you wholesale with a dropship agreement unless they know that you are already a professional marketer and worth doing business with, right? So if you want to get the best dropship suppliers, not just the ones that give you crappy margins and will open up an account with anybody, so there's tons of competition, but the good ones that, they have to look at you and approve you before they'll open you up with an account, then you've got to build a good website before you get them. And it's really easy to build a website. You just put up a website with Shopify with one of their free themes and put up some demo products, so products in your niche, and you can make some menu categories, make some pages like an about page and contact page, privacy policy, terms, conditions, return policy, all that stuff, and make it look pretty with some stock photos which Shopify provides for free, and get a nice logo made, get some some blog content made maybe, and then start calling suppliers from there. And dropship suppliers are actually really easy to get. Usually they are looking for marketers like you and I to do business with, so they like what we do. We do paid advertising and a lot of SEO, search engine optimization. So we offer them a really great service of marketing services, and we offer it to them for free in exchange for a discount when we sell some of their goods online. And that's called a wholesale price. So wholesale price is usually the dealer discount. So dropshipping can provide you a really cool lifestyle too. Dropshipping can make it so that you can live this really cool location independent lifestyle if you want to, or you can just work from home. Either way. So when I first got started with dropshipping, I was actually working a day job, and I built a dropship store on my off time. It was on my breaks, in the morning before work, after work, and on the weekends. So I kind of sacrificed everything else I was doing for a couple months there and built up a store. And I did it on my own without any mentors or anything. When I first got started, this was 2010, 2011, I was using eBay. And then I migrated and started using WordPress and the WooCommerce plugin. And that was really great. And I liked it because I got to rank really quickly in the organic search for non-competitive search terms. And I got lucky and got some really good suppliers. Now, as things evolved, WordPress was difficult to manage, and I had a lot of trouble with it, and I had to hire a developer to help me all the time, which got expensive. Had to buy a lot of apps as well that were very expensive too, and plugins. So I decided eventually, after I sold the business the first time, the next one I started up, I decided I would use Shopify for that instead. But the problem I had with Shopify is that I didn't know how to drive traffic with paid advertising, and it took a while for anything to rank in the new store. It wasn't ranking at all like the first one had started ranking. And so I just sort of gave up on that. And then months later, I found a coaching program that taught me how to do paid advertising to drive traffic. And so I started doing that through Google AdWords and Facebook ads and doing more email marketing again. And it actually really worked and started converting really quickly. So definitely recommend, with dropshipping, of course, taking advantage of the paid advertising methods out there, like Google AdWords and Facebook ads. But getting back to why dropshipping is so cool, you can take it on the road with you if you really want to. You don't just have to work from home doing it. You can actually travel the world, and that's what I've been doing for the last couple of years. Since 2015, actually. The first time I sold all my stuff was in 2015, and then I actually got settled back down again in 2016 to build a new store, but then again I sold my stuff again and started traveling the world again. So I've been doing this for a while, and it's kind of stressful, and there's a lot of distractions when you're traveling and stuff like that, but if you can manage, then it's actually a really cool lifestyle. Some of the aspects of dropshipping that I don't like when traveling is having to do customer service all the time without being able to call a customer during normal business hours because, well, it depends on where you are in the world. But we're in Southeast Asia, which is halfway across the world from the US. And so in the middle of the night, it's the beginning of the day, and we're trying to sleep. So it's not exactly the best time to be calling customers. So our goal right now is actually to go back to the Western Hemisphere, visit home a little bit, and then go into Mexico and Central America and South America and start doing some traveling out there. Now, the coolest thing about this is it's a thing called location arbitrage. So you're drop shipping, right? So you're making money in US profits, and those are quite high. So with high ticket drop shipping, as opposed to low ticket drop shipping, you can make, upwards of $300, $500 or more per sale. Low dollar drop shipping, you're making like $3 to $5, maybe $30 to $50 per sale at the most. And so I do the high ticket drop shipping, right? And I recommend you would do the same. Maybe if you want to do low ticket drop shipping too, that's fine. And that's great for you if you don't have any credit to start out with, or have any cash, or any partners or family that can go in with you into that business as well. But definitely recommend starting out and selling a cheaper product first, get the hang of it, and don't take as much risk that way. And then move towards selling more expensive products as you gain the experience and the knowledge and stuff like that, and the understanding of how the business works. So with that said, dropshipping is a really cool way to travel, and you just have to be careful and mindful of your responsibilities while you run a business on the road. And there are some drawbacks to dropshipping you have to understand. There is some risk, and I have a fraud insurance program that we are signed up for now, because if you take an order from somebody who's pretended to be somebody else and you ship the product to them, you might get a chargeback. And if you're selling expensive products, that chargeback goes against you, and you'll just be out that money. Happened to me a couple of times. I've lost over $3,000 in the past doing fulfilling orders that were actually fraudulent orders, unfortunately, and it is what it is. So we now carry insurance, and it doesn't happen anymore. We do pay a percentage of our total sales out every month, so it kind of equals out, but at least we don't have to worry about the fraudulent stuff happening all the time. So it's kind of buying ease of mind and comfort. So with that said, dropshipping is also a little bit difficult sometimes when it comes to shipping complexities. Sometimes you have to figure out freight, but usually suppliers that you work with will actually ship on their own account for you. Now some won't, and you have to figure out that and get your own shipping accounts and stuff like that. But for the most part, they'll ship for you. So in order to do dropshipping, definitely recommend you start by reading the 4-Hour Workweek. 4-Hour Workweek is a book written back in the mid-2000s, and honestly it's a little bit dated now, but a lot of the information is really, really true, because it's all about the lean startup method. And so, the Lean Startup is actually a book written by another guy, Eric Ries, and that guy talks about all the different ways in which you can create a business without having to spend a bunch of money up front in order to start it. And dropshipping is one of the greatest ways to do that. E-commerce is evolving, and platforms are easier than ever to use in order to get started. So you just have to get an understanding. Oh, and I just got a sale while I'm doing this video with my dropship store. So that's the coolest thing. I don't know if you guys heard the ching back there, but it's showing up right here. Sale for $521. Hey, that's awesome, and it's passive income, guys. Like that it comes through, and that's really, really fun and exciting. And the coolest thing I love about Shopify is the Shopify app will actually do a little cha-ching when you get a sale. So that's pretty cool, right? And the way I see it, if you just keep working on your store, keep building it over time, you will start getting sales, and it does feel amazing. You can keep profit every single sale, even if it's just 20, 30, $50, or it's upwards of $1,000 or more in profit per sale. It's really cool. So dropshipping is cool. I'd highly recommend it. If you want to learn more, go to ecommerceparadise.com. I have a free dropship course in there, and I spill the beans of the business model and let you guys know all there is to it about dropshipping. If you want to dive deeper and you decide this is the thing for you and you've got to figure out your niche, well, I have a course called Dropship Niche Hacks, and for a limited time, it's only $47. Definitely get in there. You'll learn how to research markets and figure out the right niche and make sure it's profitable for you. I'm working on a bigger course right now. That's going to be the entire course of how to set up an entire website business. So look out for that in the future, and I will see you guys out there. Take care.